When we were in Guyana, my concern was to see my daughter. To that end, I contacted my ex-wife. I phoned her.
Good night.
I wasn't really concerned about getting into Jonestown as much as seeing my daughter. I wanted to spend the time that I had there with my daughter and also to discover fully what was going on. I love my daughter very much. I was committed to my daughter. You can't believe from the moment of her birth, I got that her life depended on me. It was just that simple, and I was committed to her. I was very young when she was born, but it didn't matter. I would move heaven and earth.
For many in Jonestown, the reality was at least as bad as the press reports.
From what I've seen, what was reported was true, and it wasn't good, such as torture, abuse, deceit, theft, faked healings, drugging of people, punishing of children, the drumming up of fear.
Jim Jones used fear as his chief method of controlling his people, especially those with thoughts of returning to the United States.
It was just one account after another of how horrible the United States was becoming. Concentration camps were being constructed for people of color. The borders were being patrolled by racist organizations like the Ku Klux Klan, and when that failed, the message was, well, nuclear war is just around the corner, and we were in one of the safest places to ride out nuclear holocaust.
Jim Jones, determined to keep prying eyes away from his settlement, rallied Temple members to sign a petition demanding that Congressman Ryan and his delegation stay out of Jonestown.
I want to see how many of you will sign right now, and say no! No, I will not go back!
The conditions at Jonestown were not conducive for someone to think clearly or sharply. I was numb. I was emotionally, mentally, and spiritually drained. My own personal feeling was I didn't know what was going to happen to me.
No! I will not see any of my relatives! This is what you have to do, because if your relatives come with Congressman Ryan, if your relatives come with him, then your relatives are no better than he is!
I was unclear about what the plan exactly was, but my focus was the congressman and getting his assistance.
Running out of options, Congressman Ryan confronted Temple members at their headquarters in Georgetown, the only link to Jim Jones and Jonestown itself.
I better do this alone. If I'm not back in, say, 5 minutes, send in the dogs.
The house was full of Temple members, including Stephen Jones and the rest of the basketball team.
Hi. I'm Leo Ryan, the bad guy. Hi.
I remember the congressman showing up. I remember having mixed feelings about it. He's
Are you drawing? Good to see you.
very outgoing, charismatic, genuine man, or so it seemed to me. And you don't get much of that in the Temple.
What's your name?
What can I do for you, Mr. Ryan?
Well, I'd like to speak with Jim.
Jim's not here.
Well, you can put me in touch with him.
And at the same time thinking, who do you think you are walking up on our house?
You're gonna have to leave.
Hi. I'm Leo Ryan. You must have heard of me, about me?
Stephen Jones, once or twice.
Oh, what are you doing in town?
Basketball tournament, us against the Guyanese Nationals.
Yeah. How's it going?
Well, sir, they kicked our butts good the first two games. We're looking for a little revenge.
Well, let me know if you can use an extra pair of hands. I can't dunk, but you know, as politicians, we pass things really well, like basketballs and the buck.
Congressman, you can't just come in here as you please.
Lighten up, Sharon. The man's just trying to be friendly.
Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions? Like, do you like it there? Jonestown, I mean. How is it?
Your father wants to talk to you.
Well, good luck, Stephen. With the game, I mean.
You're gonna have to leave now, Mr. Ryan. This is private property.
Okay. It was nice meeting you. We'll be seeing you again. Bye-bye.
There was a point at which my father sent orders, funneled through the radio room, everything came through there, and Sharon Amos, that we were to return to Jonestown. The basketball team was ordered to come back.
I want you to come home.
Why?
Why? You need it here is why. Now, McElveen's coming back first thing in the morning. I want you to be on the truck with him. The whole damn bunch of you.
Look, you said it yourself. We're good PR, Dad. That's all there is to it.
We're having a good time. We're playing basketball.
Let me talk to him. Talk to him.
Stephen, I think you better come back. You don't know what's happening here, Stephen. We really need you.
We're staying, Mom. We got a game against the national team tomorrow.
How's it gonna look if we just hightail it out of here?
Besides, you don't need to speak for him.
Well, it's up to you.
No, it is not up to him! I do not want him having anything to do with that congressman or with the relatives. I want him back here now! You don't give a damn what happens here!
I had known for a long time my father was nuts. I'm one that believes he was sick from very early on. By the time the congressman came, he only had a few more months at the rate he was going with his drug use. He was just slowly killing himself on drugs.
Who do you think's keeping this place together?
I am keeping this goddamn place together!
I know I sent him closer to the edge by refusing to come back at that time. There was no denying that he was losing control. And to a man like my father, it must have been like he was sinking in quicksand, grabbing at nothing.
Jim Jones summoned People's Temple lawyer Charles Gary to handle Congressman Ryan's visit to Jonestown. But Jones suddenly reversed course and denied entry.
What do you mean we're not going to Jonestown? The only goddamn reason I came here is to take Ryan to Jonestown. Who the hell changed it, Sharon? You?
Jim did, all right? It was Ryan's fault anyway, coming in like he did.
It's a whole lot of crap.
It was Jim's decision to cancel the visit.
You know, I've had it with you people. There's a plane going back to Miami at 1 p.m. I'm going to be on it. You hear me? Listen to me, Jim.
I'm a righteous man. We are a righteous people, and these traitors, they come to destroy what we cannot allow them. They want to steal our children.
Jim.
I mean, so long.
Jim, cut it. Now, what I'm going to say is very simple. You've got two alternatives.
Now, the first is you can tell the Congress of the United States to go to hell. You can tell the media to go to hell, which is what you've been doing all along over my objections.
You can tell the concerned relatives to go to hell. But if you do that, I
cannot live with it. It's the end of the line. I won't be with you. Now,
the second alternative is what I've been urging you to do all along.
You can let the media in. You can let the congressman in. You can let the concerned relatives in.
And you can let them see for themselves what a beautiful place we have there.